Okay.
Hello, my name is Beth. We are going to do a level 1.5 flow. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Any injuries, limitations, anything I need to know?
I am no injuries, a little tired in the calves, but other than that, I'm good.
Okay, awesome. Well, we're going to start you out on 2 reds and a blue. And you're already set up there, perfect. And if you want to adjust your headdress up or down, you can. And we'll get started. Just lay back into that neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Let's bring your heels up to the foot bar, heels parallel, hip distance apart, good. And let's just take a few deep breaths here before we start. So take a nice deep breath in through your nose, fill up your lungs, let your rib cage open up nice and wide, 3-dimensionally. And then exhale, sigh that air out, fog up that face mask, and again, deep breath in, fill your body all the way up, and then exhale, sigh it out, sink that spine into neutral, and feet are parallel, hip distance apart. On your next exhale, let's press that carriage out, fully extending those legs, good, and then inhale, bend your knees to control back in, good. Exhale, press away, knees tracking in line with those ankles, toes are pointing straight up to the ceiling, like you're pressing your legs out against a brick wall. Very nice. Collarbones are wide, shoulders are pulled down and back. Moving with your breath here, and just finding that resistance in those springs in both directions. Good, very nice. Engaging deeper into those abdominals on every exhale. Think about pulling your navel in and up towards your spine. And then next time you press it out, just press it out halfway, and we'll go into little pulses here. Just pressing out an inch, in an inch. Good, trying to slow those pulses down so that we're making sure we're staying fully active in those quads and not dumping into our joints. Good. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it all the way out, bend your knees to come back in. Good. Let's walk it down to your toes. All 10 toes on, heels lifted in that high heel position. Good. Keep your heels lifted. Exhale, press it all the way out. Good. And then inhale, bend your knees to come back in. Heels staying high. Good. Perfect. Starting to build some heat into your calves. And just keep that small air pocket of space under your lower back. So lift it up out of those ankles and just energizing up through the back of your legs, reaching out longer through the crown of your head. Good. On this next one, we'll press it all the way out, legs go fully straight. And then keeping the legs straight, let's inhale as you lower your heels under the foot bar. Exhale to lift. Good. Inhale to lower. Find that stretch. Exhale, lift back up. Good. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. And then next time you lift up, let's hold it up there. Just lower that left heel as you bend into your right knee. And then lift both heels and switch. Good. Lift and switch. Lift and switch. And we'll go for 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and last one. And then bend both knees to come in. Good. Walk your feet out wide to the corners of the foot bar, heels on, externally rotated. Good. Feet are flexed. On your next exhale, press the carriage out, straighten out those legs. Inhale, bend your knees, and ride that carriage back in. Good. Knees are tracking in line with your middle toes. And we're pulling those heels towards each other as we move in and out to turn those inner thighs on. Good. Staying closed and knitted through the front of the ribs here. Beautiful. And then let's start to play around with some rotation here. So next time you press out, we'll fully extend and then internally rotate as you bend the knees to come back in. Good. Externally rotate, press away. Good. Internally rotate, knees come in towards each other as you bend. Perfect. There we go. Just finding that rotation of those thigh bones in your hip socket, but keeping that pelvis steady. Good. Very nice. And then on this next one, we will reverse it. So externally rotate to come in, internally rotate to press out. Good. Thigh bones reaching away from each other on the way in, thigh bones turning in towards each other on the way out. Good. Let's do 2 more. Good. Last one. And bring those feet to your arches, hip distance apart, parallel. Good. And then bring that right leg to tabletop. We'll just do a little bit of single leg work here. Press the carriage out on that left arch. As you bring the carriage in, reach that right leg straight out over the foot bar, and then press away leg back to tabletop. Good, reach it long and strong over that foot bar. Knee comes towards the chest as you press out. Good, just stabilizing through the hips. Long line of energy reaching out from that hip all the way out through your toes like a bow and arrow, pulling back and then shooting out long. Let's go for 4. Good. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Bring that right foot to the foot bar, left leg to tabletop. Same thing on this side. Reach that leg long as you come in, bend to tabletop as you press away. Make sure that right arch is stable. Good. Scooping out through that lower belly, like the inside of a spoon. Good. Flexing into that left quad as you reach that leg out long. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Bring both feet to the foot bar and just bring it in and out 2 more times to balance everything. Good. Last one. And pull it all the way in. Very nice. And then I'm going to have you stay on these springs for bridging. And we're gonna make sure your headrest is all the way down flat. I think it is. Okay, good. Heels on parallel, hip distance apart. And we're gonna go right into just a little bit of pelvic rocks here. So we're in neutral. Exhale, tuck that tailbone, imprint into your lower spine. And then inhale, tilt that pelvis forward. Good, little space under the lower back. Exhale, tuck, stamp that lower back down. Inhale, tilt it forward, little arch. Good, one more time. Good. On this next tuck, we lift the hips. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips, roll up. Articulating bridge up to those shoulder blades. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly roll that spine back down. Good. Inhale, exhale, and peel that spine up. Good. And roll it back down. Very nice. Just moving with your breath here. Finding that fluidity through the spine, working on our flexibility and mobility here. And just keeping that carriage closed. Hips pulling into the heels, spine staying long. Arms are engaged. And then next time we lift it up, we'll hold it up there. And just pulse the hips up an inch, down an inch. Good. Little lift, little lower. Good. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then roll that spine back down. Good. Hug those knees into your chest for a moment. And just give your lower back a nice stretch. How are you feeling? Okay. Let's grab your ball. Grab that blue ball. Let's tuck it in between your thighs, above your knees. Arches on the foot bar, hip distance apart, arms lying down by your side. Good. Back stays flat and neutral. Exhale, hinge those hips straight up, squeeze that ball. Inhale, tap your tailbone right back down. Good. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale to lower. Perfect. Just keeping that back flat like a board. No longer rolling, no longer articulating. Good, that ball's helping us activate deeper into those inner thighs and into our pelvic floor. Good. Last 2. And then on this last one, we'll hold it up there and just little squeezes and releases, little pulses into that ball. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those hips down. Good. And just let those knees fall side to side, over to the right and over to the left. Good, and then we can tuck that ball back over to the side. Good, we'll do one more bridge here, so we'll bring it to the heels and we'll hinge it up. Once you exhale, hinge those hips up and hold it up there. And we'll start to march. Hips stay even, right leg comes to tabletop. Lower that heel back down and then switch left leg, good. So just really focusing on keeping those hips balanced and parallel as we alternate high knees. Carriage stays still, hamstrings are firing. Let's go for 4. Good, let's go 3. Good. 2. And last one, both heels down and then slowly roll that spine back down. Good, hug those knees in one more time, rock it side to side. Perfect, and then we're gonna do a little bit of abs here. So, I'm gonna have you bring your legs to tabletop and we're gonna just start with some chest lifts. So arms are long. You're gonna exhale, lift your head, neck, and chest up as you reach out through your fingertips, and then inhale, lower head, neck, and chest back down. Good, exhale, lift your chest up. Inhale to lower, good. Keep going here. I'm gonna change your springs for you for what we're doing next. And I'm gonna change you to a red and blue. For some, we're gonna do abs here, and then add the arms and straps for a little bit of abs. Good, let's go for 4, ribs cinching up to those hips. Let's go 3. Let's go 2. Good, on this last one, you hold it up there. Good, and then extend those legs out to 45 and then bend those knees back in. Good, inhale to send the legs out long. Exhale to pull back in. Let's go for 6. Good, let's go 5. Squeeze those inner thighs. 4. Nice. 3, lower back stays imprinted. 2. Good, on this last one, we hold it out there. We lower and lift 1 inch at a time for 5. 4, 3, 2, good, last one, and bend those knees. Feet can hit the foot bar, lower that chest down. Very nice. For arms and straps, do you do a red and a blue? Yes, okay, first. Grab those small loops. Reach those arms straight up to the ceiling, wrists are over the shoulders, legs to tabletop. These tight? Are they too tight? They might be set up for a second here. Okay.
I can operate it now.
What did you say?
I can operate it.
Okay, cool. Legs to tabletop, imprint that lower back. Reach those fingertips up, straight arm, lower lift. Exhale, press those arms down to your hips. Inhale, reach those arms back up over the shoulders, good. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. And then on this next one, let's add that chest lift. As you press the arms down, we're lifting head, neck, and chest. As those arms come up, chest lowers back down, good. Reaching through the fingertips, activating into those lats as you press, good. Eyes coming up to look at the thighs, and then controlling back down. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more here. Last 3. 2. Last one. Arms come up and feet hit the foot bar for a quick break. Let those knees fall side to side. Yeah, you can switch to those long loops if you need less.
I mean, like, even in the long loop,
I
it has my shoulder blade.
Yeah, we should have fixed that before. Oh well. Let's bring legs back to tabletop, and this time we're gonna go for our T presses. So arms are gonna go out wide to a T. Exhale, press those arms straight down to your hips. Inhale, open the arms out wide, right in line with the shoulders, and then exhale, press them back down, good. And we'll start to add that chest lift on this next one. So as you press the arms down, you're lifting up. As the arms open, lower back down, good. Very nice. We're gonna do 4 more like this. Keeping that 90-degree angle in the back of the legs. Good. On this last one, arms stay long, and then you can keep your palms there. We're gonna go to tricep presses. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale to press. Good. You can lower the chest as you bend and lift as you extend. Or if you need to just relax down and take a break from the crunches, you can do that as well. Good. Flexing into the back of those upper arms, and we'll do 5 more. Last 2. Good, and last one. Perfect. Arms come up, feet hit the foot bar, and you can hang up those straps. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna come up to seated and then over to your springboard, your mat. We're gonna do some planking here, yes. So, first thing we're gonna do is just come to a 4-point kneeling position right here, but facing the center aisle. Yeah, perfect. And we're gonna do a couple cat-cows. So knees are underneath your hips, hands are underneath your shoulders. And just start to tuck that tailbone round out through the spine, drop your head down, good. And then inhale, chest drops down, tailbone goes up, good. Arch into that back. And then exhale, head comes down, tuck that tailbone, squeeze those sits bones together. And then inhale, drop your chest, crown of your head and tailbone go up. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Very nice. Beautiful, last one. Good, bring it to neutral. And then for our plank here, we're gonna bring your body back closer to the springboard. We're gonna bring your toes on top of that wooden dowel. So yeah, there you go. 1 foot at a time, bring those feet up, perfect. We're in your plank, shoulders are right over the wrists, neck is long, chin is lifted. Squeeze into those glutes, core tight, very nice. Everything is working, we're breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth. Good, and we'll go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring one knee down and then the other knee, open those knees apart, sit back to your hips to heels, reach your arms out long for a child's pose. Good, you can walk your hands over to the left, sink your hips over to the right. Good, and then walk your hands over to the right, sink your hips over to the left. Good, we'll come back through center and we'll do that 1 more time. So hands underneath the shoulders, step your legs back 1 foot at a time, toes gripping onto that wooden dowel, and we hold it here. Good, this time, everything's engaged, everything's turned on. We're gonna just add some hip dips. So dip that right hip over, yep, down towards your mat, come back through center, little hip dip over to the left. Good. Cinching in through the waist and firing into those obliques. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Last one, bring the hip center, lower one knee down, and then the other. Sit hips to heels, and find that child's pose again. Reach, 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 good. And then let's come back up. Now we're gonna just have you lay down on your back, legs going out towards the center of the room, head towards your springboard, and I have your purple springs on number 4, your yellow springs are on 8. We're gonna use your purple springs first, and we're gonna bring those loops around the arches of your feet. Yes, and I'm realizing now that these yellow springs might get in the way, so we're gonna flip this up until we get to that part. Okay, so find your neutral spine. Hand placement, yep, you can either grab onto that wooden dowel or keep your arms down by your side, up to you. Legs are straight up over the hips, spine is neutral. Legs will stay parallel to start, and just start to exhale as you press straight legs down towards your mat. And then inhale, lift straight legs back up over the hips. Good. Exhale to press, inhale to lift, making sure we don't go up too high, that the hips lift. Very nice, there we go. Arms are working by holding onto that bar. We're staying heavy in that spine. And just making sure those legs stay even, so pressing very evenly into those arches. Good, and then next time you press the legs down, we'll hold it out to 45. And then inhale, keeping legs parallel, inhale, bend those knees in, and then exhale, press evenly through the arches, extend back out. Good, inhale to bend, exhale to press, good. it. And every time those knees bend, just try not to go in too far that you come out of neutral. Only go in as far as you can keep that neutral spine. Good, let's go for 4. Good, 3, 2. Good, on this last one, we extend the legs. Heels come together, toes apart, and heels together, toes apart, Pilates V, and we'll go to frog. So, yep, knees bend in towards your shoulders. Exhale, press it out long, squeeze those inner thighs. Very nice. Heels stay connected, and we stay in that external rotation. Perfect. Keep pressing your rib cage down heavier into that mat. And we'll go for 4. Good. 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful. And then reach those legs back up over the hips. Bring the legs to parallel. We're just going to do a few leg circles. Open the legs apart. Circle out, down, and around. Connect at the bottom. Lift back up through center. Good. Open, circle, close, and lift. Beautiful. And just go within your range of motion where you can keep those your pelvis still and neutral and stable. Good. Very nice. We'll do 4 more this direction, and then we'll reverse it. Beautiful. Last one. Good. Then we lower the legs straight down. Then we open, circle up, out and around, close right over the hips, and then lower. Perfect. Very nice. Take your time, move with your breath, and keep that length all the way from your tailbone to the crown of your head. Good. There we go. Beautiful. We'll do 4 more this way. Good. Last 2. Last one. Reach those legs up. Just have a soft bend in the knees. Reach up with both hands. Grab onto those springs. And then straighten both legs and just get a little stretch down into your hamstrings, calves, and tendons. Flexing through the feet. And then just open those legs out wide and get a little inner thigh straddle stretch. Lengthening through those inner thighs. Take a deep breath in and out. Good. Bring your legs back together, bend those knees, and we'll take our feet out of those loops, and then you can just let them come back behind you. Perfect. Legs go out long. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Let's go for a roll up. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, roll all the way up. Beautiful. Let's turn around, and now we're going to use the yellow springs with our roll down bar. So I'm going to bring it back down to number 8 for you. We're going to start with some side work for obliques. So you're going to lay on your side, facing this way. Perfect. Now both feet are going to go up against the wooden dowel. Yes, perfect. And one hand's on that bar right in the center, other arms out long. Yeah, bottom leg in front of top leg. And you can start with your feet flat, but if it gets to be more comfortable with your heels lifted and you just go up to the toes, that's fine. We just want to keep those legs active. Hips and shoulders are squared towards the front. Spine is long. And when you're ready, exhale. Try to lift your head, neck, and chest up. Good. And then inhale, lower back down. Good. Exhale, lift, firing into those left obliques, and just lifting the chest up to a hover, lowering back down. Perfect. Shoulders are staying out of the ears. Rib cage is staying knitted. Very nice. Keeping that length through your neck. Good. On this next one, we hold it up there. Just little pulses up an inch, down an inch for 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Whew. Okay. Now we're gonna turn onto your back. Yes. And we'll come up to seated. This time we're gonna grab onto the outside of those metal hooks. Legs are all the way straight, pressing into your wooden dowel about hip distance apart. And we're nice and tall, seated evenly on those sits bones. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, start to roll that spine back one vertebrae at a time until your head hits the mat. Good. Inhale, exhale, tuck chin to chest, roll all the way back up, one vertebrae at a time. Good. Inhale at the top. Exhale, start to roll it back down. Very nice. And then lift it back up. Good. Just rolling through the spine and keeping the arms straight, shoulders back and down, trying to take this out from the springs, out from the arm support and into the core more. Good. Legs stay engaged by pressing those feet against that wooden bar. Very nice. Good. On this next one, we're going to roll back just halfway, and then holding in that C curve, just start to pull that bar into your chest and then release. Good. Exhale. Elbows bend out wide, shoulder blades pinch as the bar comes in. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. On this next one, we pull it in just halfway, and then you're just going to rotate to the right, just a little bit, rotate to the right, come back through center, little rotation to the left. Good. Little rotation to the right, beautiful. Little rotation to the left. Come through center, hold it, and roll all the way back up. Good. Press that bar forward towards the springboard and round out through the back. Beautiful. Then we restack, and then we'll do that side line on the other side. So right hand in the middle, good. Feet against that bar, roll all the way down on that left side. Perfect. Hips are stacked, and shoulders are down. And we're long, beautiful. When you're ready, exhale, lift your chest up, inhale to lower. Good. Exhale to come up, keeping that length through the sides of your waist here. Using that breath to help power yourself up, help to hug those obliques into your body to get more leverage. Perfect. Kind of squeezing those inner thighs together. Very nice. Last 2. Good. On this last one, we hold it up, little pulses up an inch, down an inch for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. And then we'll come back up and we can release that bar. Nice. Okay, let's come back over to your carriage. I'm going to bring you to one blue spring. We're going to do some unilateral arm work, kneeling, facing sideways. So you'll come to a high kneeling position facing me, and okay, is that okay? Oh, it might be too tight.
Loosen these?
Yeah, try to loosen them a little bit. I can cut this part out of the video, so take your time.
Yeah, I'm already
I know.
struggle with some of that.
I know. Okay, so we have about 10 more minutes. Perfect. There we are. Got it? Okay, cool. So bring one shin up against your shoulder blocks, and then you just want your legs hip distance apart. Good. And then let's start with that small loop in your left hand. And we're gonna start with that elbow bent, palm facing in, other hand on your hip. And you're just gonna exhale and reach that arm straight up over your shoulder, and then inhale, bend that elbow back down. Good. So just straight arm raise for that Statue of Liberty position. Staying pulled up from those quads and firing into those glutes. Beautiful. There we go. And then see if as you reach that arm up, you can do a slight side bend up and over towards your foot bar. And if you need to move to your long loop, you can. We're gonna do 4 of these. Good. Exhale, reach up and out from that left hip. Create that length through the left side of your waist. Last 2. Good, and last one. Beautiful, bring it down. Now we're gonna go to hug a tree arms with just having the loop in one hand. Good, so soft bend in the elbows. Exhale, bring those fingertips together in front of your chest. Inhale to open. Good. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Trying to keep elbows up in line with the shoulders and with the wrists. Good. And like you're wrapping your arms around a big beach ball. We'll go for 4. Good. 3. Last 2. Good. On your last one, you're going to interlace those fingers and just go for some rotations here. Exhale, twist towards your foot bar. Inhale, back through center. Exhale to rotate. Inhale to bring it back. Shoulders down. And we'll do 4 more. Nice. Last 2. Good. And then last one. Good. Back through center. And then you can hang up that strap. Then we're going to do kneeling facing your mirror. We'll do a couple, a little bit of arm work here and then switch to the other side. So let's hold on to up near the metal hardware. Yep. And then we'll start with chest expansion. So nice and tall, arms long. Exhale, press those arms straight back behind your hips. Good. Inhale to release. Yep. If you want more tension, you can choke up higher on those straps. And if you want less, you can hold closer to those loops. Perfect. There we go. Pulling those shoulder blades down and together as we sweep the arms back, kind of opening up through the front of your chest. Good. There we go. Very nice. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Beautiful. And last one. And then sweep it forward. Good. And then let's cross those straps one over the other, making an X. Good. And then we'll go for that wide row. So you're going to bend those elbows, pull them out wide, pinch those shoulder blades together. Yep, choke up a little higher. And then inhale to release forward. Good. Everything stays square to those mirrors. Beautiful. We'll go for 3. 2. Last one. Nice. And then one single arm with a rotation. So one arm at a time, pull that right elbow back, rotate to the right, come back through center, and then pull that left elbow back, rotate to the left. Good. And then back to the right. Perfect. Keep going here. And we'll go for last 4. Last 2. And last one. Good. Coming back through center. We'll uncross those straps. And we can hang up those loops. And then we'll just turn around to face the back so we can do that unilateral work on the other side. Good. One chin up against those shoulder blocks. Perfect. Hand in that small loop. Exhale, reach up, pull that shoulder down, and then inhale, bend that elbow to come back down. Good. Keeping the spine long and tall to start. And then we'll eventually add in that side bend. Good. Beautiful. Pressing down to anchor those shins down. Perfect. And then on this next one, we'll start to go into that side bend. Good. As the arm reaches up and over, we find that lateral flexion through the spine. And then we come up nice and tall as that elbow bends down. Perfect. Last 4. 3. Good. Last 2. And last one. Bring that arm down. Good. Roll out that shoulder a little bit. We'll go to those hug a tree arms. Good. Exhale, bring those fingertips together in front of your sternum. Inhale, open. Good. Exhale to close. Just being mindful of the ribs here. Make sure as the arms come apart, we're not popping or flaring in the ribs. We keep that connection through the front of the chest. Good. 4 more. 3. 2. On your last one, interlace those fingers around that loop. And keeping the arms lifted, exhale, rotate towards your foot bar. Inhale, back to center. Good. Exhale to twist. Inhale back. Perfect. Shoulders stay out of the ears. Last 4. Good. Last 3. 2. Good. And last one, bring it back. Beautiful. Bring those arms down. We can hang up that strap. Good. And then we're going to come off from your carriage and we're going to grab your box. Yeah, we'll grab that one. And let's bring it to short box. Short box, and we're going to press that box up against the shoulder blocks on the long side. Good. And then we're going to stay on that blue spring and go for some planks again. So knees are going to come onto your carriage, forearms on your box, and toes will come up onto that foot plate. Perfect. Tuck those toes on your foot plate, engage your core, lift your knees to a hover, and then press that carriage out. Good. Everything is long, pressing away from that box. And then we're just gonna go for our knee tucks. Inhale, bend those knees to pull the box in. Exhale to press it out long. Good. Inhale to bend. Exhale to extend. Very nice. Very nice form. Hips stay even. And we're pulling those shoulder blades away from each other around that rib cage to keep those protracted shoulder blades. Good. On this next one, we'll switch to pikes. Press it out, keep the legs long. Exhale as the hips come up. Good. Inhale as the hips lower. 5 more. Good. Neck stays moving with the spine. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Beautiful. And last 1. Good. Lower it down. Bend the knees. Lower those knees down. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Reach out and find a small child's pose here. Good. There we go. And then restack that spine to come back up. We're going to hop off of the carriage and take that box off and place it back to the side. And then we're going to go into an Eve's lunge stretch. So we'll stay on that right side of your carriage. Let's switch to one red spring. Oh, actually, I will switch that for you, sorry. Red spring. And then you're going to stand on that right side facing the center aisle. Right foot on the floor, left foot up against that shoulder block. Left knee is down, hands are on your foot bar. Good. Start to press that carriage out, extend through the spine, stretch into that left hip flexor, and then tuck that tailbone round out through the back to pull back in. Very nice. Exhale, press back through that left heel, and round out to come back in. Very nice. Press it back, really flex into that left glute to get that deeper stretch through the front of that hip. Good. And then pull back in. Let's do 3 more on this side, moving with your breath. Good. We're getting that flexion through the spine on the way in, extension on the way out. And just try to keep those hips as square as you can, pulling that left hip forward slightly. Good. Last 2. Beautiful. Last one. Good. Bring it all the way in, and then we'll walk it over to the other side. And then we'll left foot on the ground, right foot up to that shoulder block, right knee is down. And then when you're ready, press the carriage out, and then tuck that tailbone to come back in. Good. And press away as you extend. Tuck in round as you come back in. Perfect. That left knee is staying right over that left ankle. We're flexing into that right glute this time to open up through that right hip flexor. Perfect. And then tucking and rounding it back in. Very nice. Let's do 3 more.
I'm sure that's the best one.
Cool. Last one. Good. Bring it all the way back in. We'll take that foot off. Okay. And then we are going to switch your springs to just one blue spring. One blue. And then let's lay down on the carriage on your back, and we're going to do a little bit more abs here.
A little bit.
So you can prop that headrest back up if you'd like, or keep it down. Yeah, perfect. And then let's go ahead and bring the legs to tabletop. Imprint into that lower back, and we're we're gonna start with our single leg stretch. So you're gonna lift your head, neck, and chest up. Hug that right knee into your chest. Send that left leg out long. Good. And then inhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Good. And just keeping that pelvis still, lower back imprinted. We're going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Chest and feet can hit the foot bar. And just let those knees fall side to side. Good. Release it there. Perfect. And then legs back to tabletop. We'll go into our double leg stretch. Imprint that spine. Lift head, neck, and chest. Hug both knees into your chest. Create that ball shape. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Legs go out to 45. Circle those arms around. Pull the knees back in. Good. Everything goes out long, arms circle, and everything pulls in, creating that ball shape. Good. We'll go for 5. Yes. 4, 3. Good. Last 2. And last 1. Good. And then we're going to go right into crisscross. Hands come behind the head, elbows out wide. Good, and then you're gonna lift head, neck, and chest up, bring right elbow towards left knee, extend that right leg out to straight. Inhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Perfect. That's it. Think more rib to opposite hip to really feel those obliques work. Good. We have one leg pulling in as the other one reaches out long. We'll go for 8, 7, 6, perfect, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. And lower those feet, lower that chest down. Take a second here. Deep breath in and out. And then we will go to our straight leg lower and lift. So reach those legs straight up to the ceiling. Yeah, if you need your hands underneath your hips, you can adjust. And let's squeeze those legs together and try to inhale, lower those legs down towards your foot bar. Exhale, lift back up. Good. Inhale to lower. Use that exhale to lift. Keep that lower back imprinted. And focus on only lowering down as far as you can. Keep that imprinted spine and the core firing. Good. Last 4. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Good. On your last one, keep those legs lifted up over your hips, and then lift your head, neck, and chest up. Reach up and grab your right calf muscle, pull it in. We're gonna go for our hamstring pull. So pull, pull, switch. Good. Pull, pull, switch. Good. Inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Try to get that leg as straight as you can. Feel that stretch into your hamstring. Perfect. We'll go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Lower the chest, lower the feet. Beautiful. And just take a second here to relax that spine down. Very nice. And then we are going to go into a little bit of sideline leg work. So I'm going to hand you this ball.
Are we on a red or a blue?
Blue.
We're gonna stay there.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep you on a blue. We're getting there. And then I'm gonna have you lay on your side facing towards me, towards the windows. You can bring that ball underneath your head, and then we'll grab that long loop. Yes. And we're gonna take that long loop and bring it over the arch of your foot, top foot arch. And then bend that bottom knee up underneath of you for support. Take that leg long, good. And then keeping that leg parallel to the floor, we're gonna start to sweep it straight forward towards the windows, good. And then exhale, sweep it straight back, perfect. Inhale to sweep it forward, exhale to sweep it long, perfect. And you're just keeping those hips stacked. That top hip isn't rocking forward or back. We're keeping it holding strong and still. Trying to lift up out of that bottom rib cage here. Good. Next time we sweep that leg long, we hold it there, reaching to the foot bar. Then inhale, bend that knee in towards your chest. Exhale, press through that heel. Good. Inhale to bend. Exhale to extend. Good, that's it. And we'll go for 4. Good, 3. Nice. 2. Last one. Good, hold that leg long, little lifts, little lowers. Good, only going as high as you can keep those hips quiet. We'll go for 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Keep that leg long, draw small circles with that leg. Little circles here. Keep reaching out through that heel, and then reverse it other direction. Good, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee in. We'll take that foot out, hang up that loop. Good. And then let's roll it over to the other side, facing the back wall. Even you out. Lay down on that ball again, grab that long loop, and we'll loop it up around the arch of your foot. Good. Hips are in line, spine is long, bottom knee is tucked up for support. Good. And then sweep that leg straight forward, and then exhale, sweep it straight back. Good. Inhale to bend, exhale to press. Good. Leg stays parallel to the floor. Good. As that leg sweeps forward, think about reaching that left sits bone back further behind you to really get that deeper activation into your glute. Good. You can walk in front of it. I can cut it. No worries. Good. On this next sweep down, we hold that leg long, and then inhale, bend that knee to come in towards the chest. Good. Exhale, press out through that heel, flexing into that glute. Good. Keeping that parallel leg position. Good. We'll go for 4. We'll go for 3. 2. On this last one, we keep that leg long, little lifts, little lowers. Little lift, little lower. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg long, draw those small circles. Little circles, circumducting that thigh bone in your hip. Good. Very nice. And then reverse it other direction. Good. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee in, and we'll take that strap off. Good. And then let's lift up. Let's take a seat on your carriage facing towards me. You can tuck that ball to the side. Let's get a quick figure 4 stretch. So feet will be flat on the floor. Just take that right leg, cross that right ankle over your left knee, hinge forward at the hips. Yeah. Roll out that ankle a little bit, press down through that right knee.
She already had us do side leg work yesterday.
Oh, I'm
It was-
sorry.
It was cruel. Should have had us doing some internal rotation via single leg.
Yeah. That's bad. Okay. And then let's switch it to the other side. Right foot down, and then left ankle over the right
It's
knee.
good because I didn't do certain exercises this week I was supposed to do, so.
Okay, well, now we're making up for it. And then roll out that ankle a little bit. Good. And then we're gonna come up to standing on your mat. And we're gonna we'll face forward and we'll do our final roll down. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale those arms up and overhead, shoulders stay low. Good, exhale those arms back down. Good, again, inhale, reach it up. Grab that left wrist with your right hand and just pull up and over to that right side, breathing into that left rib. Good. Come back up through center. Grab that right wrist, pull up and over to the left, open up through that right side of your waist. Come back up through center, little extension at the top, and then exhale, tuck chin to chest. Round out through the spine, let those arms and your head hang down to the floor. And then just find a nice sway through the upper body side to side, over to the right and over to the left like a rag doll. Good. Come back to center and then just shake your head no a couple times and then just nod your head yes a few times. Beautiful. Soft bend in those knees, core engaged. Press evenly through the heels, restack the spine, letting your head come up last. Once you're at the top, roll those shoulders back and down. And we are done. Good job! And we got right to 50 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did it's so funny because there's certain things that you did that I'm gonna do for my,
Test out.
my flow test out, and, which is, there's certain things that everyone